Praying, we are committing this program to the hands of the Lord. Committing this program, that the purpose of this program will not be defeated by anything. We are committing the program into the hands of the Lord. As we continue to pray, committing all those our friends from other schools who are to join us. We are praying for traveling mercies for them. The Lord has been so good, He has brought us here. The same grace that brought us here, we are praying for that same grace for our friends who are to join us. We are praying for traveling mercies for them. We are praying for traveling mercies for them. We pray that whatever purpose we are here for, at the end of the day, they will be glorified. We commit this program into your hands, God. Our friends and family, our sisters and brothers who are here to join us, the grace you granted us for us to be here, we pray for that same grace. May you be with us now and forevermore. Amen. Can we put our hands together for Jesus? As we invite our brother Albert to give us a welcome address. Please.
Good morning. So it's with you and I respect that I humbly stand before you all to gladly welcome you to the 3rd edition as the media launch for the 3rd edition of the National Core Subject Schools for junior high schools in Ghana. And today promises to be a wonderful day. We have our guests in our place. We have a number of our guests on their way. Some came around and went back because of timing. But we're doing something pertaining to this nature. So, on behalf of the organizing committee, I want to say we apologize to all the guests that came very early, but the program didn't start as scheduled. And as we hear, on behalf of the team, once again, I want to say a very big welcome to all the guests that are here, our special guest of honor, all schools that are present today for the official media launch of National Core Subject Schools. We say thank you so much for coming over, and God bless you. As we hear today, we have a special guest in our midst, and soon we'll be introducing them. But before then, we'd like to take the honors to make known to you officially our chairman for this very program, this very event. So, he's a high-profile personnel, and we respect him for that very matter. Because in as much as he's a teacher, he stands as well as a Reverend Minister of Presec Legon. He's a resident pastor of this very noble institution, the church around here, the first international Presbyterian Church Worship Center of Ghana. And he happens to be Reverend Erasmus Mensah Lai, who is an giving a round of applause for taking the pleasure to be here, honoring our invitation to be here, to be our chairperson for today. We want to say a very big thank you to Reverend Erasmus Mensah Lai. He's a very busy man and very time principled, but irrespective of how we dealt with our time, he still showed us the love and support he has for us, telling us that he has given us the best of package, and he supports everything we do. And he loves you as well, and that is why he's here today, to be the chairperson of the program, as well as sharing his wisdom with you from every perspective and everything that is necessary for life. So you have it from him. He's a blessed man of God, and as a Reverend Minister, I want you all to once again applaud him for making this possible. Thank you so much. accepting our invitation. Also in our midst, we have the first runner-up for the Ghana Teachers Award, that's the Ghana Teachers Prize, and she's in our midst today. She came at 8:30. This has been told you that we are not dealing with Ghanaian time or African time. Everyone we are dealing with is time principle. And harness the time and harness the values, whatever we're doing here. So we want to say a very big welcome to Mrs. Augusta Latte Young, the first runner-up for Ghana Teachers Prize. First runner-up for Ghana Teachers Prize. You can do better. She's a hard-working teacher and she deserves it. She has been honored by the nation, and today we also honor her by applauding her. Thank you so much, ma'am. We are sorry for the delayed time. We also have from USA a rep that is here to speak to us, and she is in our midst today. And we also want to apologize to her. And finally, we apologize to all the guests that came, but we were not ready for them. Sorry, and this is the final apology to all. And I want to say thank you so much for making it happen. So, Mr. Kosia, can we have a word from you? We also have in our midst other special guests, that special representation from our sponsors, and we'll do them that honors later after this session. So, right here we want to also take the opportunity to welcome all schools that are present today. Out of 38 schools, we have present now 15 schools who are in our list right now. And we want to say thank you all for making it happen, for coming over for the balloting today, as well as the official 2019 media launch. We want to say a very big thank you and welcome to Bediako Memorial Institute. Now we have a word from you. Bediako Memorial Institute. So, we also want to say a welcome to Raymond Preparatory School. Raymond, if you're here, Better Field Academy. Just give us a wave. Silver Global Preparatory School. Comfort Sunflower International School. Mystical Rose Academy. EP Church Basic School, Mamprobi. Western International School. William School Complex, Rising Star Montessori School, Mount Apostolic School Complex, Day Spring Montessori International School, Unique Child International School, Testimonies, Discipline Child International School, Star of Summon Schools. Alright, so on behalf of the organizing committee, I want to once again say thank you so much for coming. God bless you. And today promises to be one of the wonderful days in your life as we have the official media launch of the National Fall Subject Quiz 2019. And as well the balloting so that we'll know what next. Thank you so much. At this point in time, I want to hand over the microphone now. I want to specially invite here our chairperson to give us his acceptance speech. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's always a pleasure to be part of any program that prepares the youth to take their places and play their role in our nation. I accepted this role because I believe in the principles of what this quiz seeks to achieve. I believe in hard work, and for you to get out there, you need to work hard, study hard, and when these competitions come in, it motivates and encourages our young ones to study hard instead of wasting their time on unnecessary things that will destroy their future. So I'm very glad you are here to join hands with us to launch this quiz program
And I believe that all of us will continue to support it throughout the year and the years ahead so that we will achieve the goal. Yesterday I was telling somebody, national quiz contest should not only be limited to secondary schools. And I think that we need to start from there and even go to the primary schools to let them know that you can study and achieve something in life. When we lay the foundation, then when we are building on it, our building will not fall. So thank you for coming. I accept, and I believe you're going to help me and support me to chair this function to a successful end. God bless you.
Million as well, so whenever Reverend is doing anything, he expects excellence. So I want to ask from us to bring you all to be seated. The petty movement you see. If you want to visit the worship, you don't go in groups. You are not all going to use the same facility at the same time. So kindly maintain order. We have media crew here as well, so we need the best appointment of self. Can we do that for today? Alright, so as I said, Reverend Lai is my father, is my teacher, is my mentor, is my everything, my advisor, my helper. Just as the Lord said, the Holy Spirit is to us. He's a Reverend Father. He's been supporting from day one. And as he's here with us today, we say thank you so much, Reverend, for all. Also, we have joining us now Little Shepherd International School Commander. And quickly, time is fast spent. We'll take a short special act that will proceed to the next film. So. think it's necessary to know about, you can give your best to make it happen. And that is one thing that the national core subject will be seeks to do. Not only in academics, but to unite schools, to have a great force, of individuals that will fight for the nation, that will fight for the beauty of the nation and the betterment of Africa. That is why we as young ones, I tell people that we are young, but we are strong in mind and we can make impact in society. So there is no limitation in what we can do. To someone who can anticipate this young one to do such a thing. But he thought it wise coming over to just raise this occasion. So I want to say thank you so much for making it happen. So at this point in time, I want to invite Miss Augusta Latin Young to give us an inspirational message she has for us today, because she wants to take a leave to attend another special program that is here today as well. So with a round of applause, I will welcome Miss Augusta Latin Young, the first runner-up for the Ghana Teachers Prize. Thank you so much, Mom, for coming. God bless you.
The chairman has spoken, Albert has spoken, and I'll rephrase that. This is a very special initiative. I've always watched the science and maths quizzes, and I've been wondering, is it all about science and maths? What about the arts? What about the other subjects? And so when I saw this, I was really impressed. And so I'll highly commend the organizers. It's a good initiative, and let's all give it up to them. To the schools competing, what I want to say is that don't just see this as a competition. See it as a platform to develop your skills, to develop your public speaking skills, to develop confidence, to mount up stages, and then to use it as launching pads to get on greater heights and mount greater platforms. So it is good to compete and to win, but where do you go from there? What are you going to use your position as a winner or whatever for? That is what you should be thinking about. I wish you all well, and I know you will grow up to be wonderful future leaders from here. Thank you all for coming. I wish you well.
Thank you so much, Ms. Augusta Latin Young. We thank you for coming over and inspiring us today. We also have in our midst from Big Ghana, that's Big Pen Ghana, Sir Israel Nonibi, Sir Israel Nonibi. Can we have a wave, sir? So, please represent Big Ghana. That's our sponsors for the National Core Subject Quiz competition. We also have Innocent Bechigo. We have Innocent Bechigo. So say Innocent Bechigo and say Israel Nonibe. We want to say a very big thank you for honoring our event, being here to represent Big Ghana. Also, entering now is one of our guest speakers for today, and she just arrived. She is in the presence of Miss Stephanie Benson. She just arrived. She's also a guest speaker for today, and I want to say a very big thank you for coming over. Alright, so quickly we want to take a recap from last year's event. What happened last year? Because most of the schools, you are new to the system, and as it's going to run for this year, it promises to be competitive as well. So we want to have a quick recap, then we'll have the next talk. We'll be taking our next talk from our highly esteemed partners, sponsors, and everything. I see them to be the propellers of the vision. So right after we'll be having a short speech, and we want to also hear the reason why Ghana has chosen to sponsor this initiative. Because it's one thing to tell you that when you also get into a position of helping people with their project, with their vision for life, what he will share with you will be a motivational factor for you to do so. Because there are so many companies in Ghana, but only a few chose to stand out to make this vision a reality. So I want to say thank you so much, Big Ghana, for coming on board. Right after we wake up, we'll be having a short presentation, a short piece from Sir Israel Nonibe. Thank you so much. All right, so last year's event, that's the 2018 edition of the National Horse Athletics Quiz, had its official launch, official media launch, held at Mamprobi EP Basic School. And I want to say, on behalf of the organizing committee, we want to take the opportunity to say a very big thank you to the headmaster, the staff, the administration of Mamprobi EP Basic School for hosting us for the 2017 and 2018 edition of the National Horse Athletics Quiz. Since its inception, chose to offer every support, every need, especially the assistant headmaster who gave his all. He was there to do setup with us and everything, sweeping the whole venue. It was amazing. It tells you of someone who understands the vision and wants to support it with his all. And that is so great, something that we show, we have to show gratitude for. I want to say a very big thank you to Mamprobi EP School, EP Church Basic School, for hosting us, and this year as well, they are hosting us. And you know the surprising thing of it all, they are hosting us without us paying anything for electricity, for usage of venue, for anything. We use microphones, everything we use, they provide for us. It's amazing, because people say, evil prevails when good men do nothing. And also, I want to say, when good men are silent, that is when evil will take domination. That is why we also urge the media to always propagate the good things of the land. Because if we are always seeing or negative things of the land, and people are seeing it, we are the reflections of our thoughts. So what we see, what we meditate on, what we hear, what we keep on our minds, what we ponder on, is what we will bring forth. And so we want to say to you today that in a recap of our 2018 edition of the National Horse Athletics, media personnel, we want to say we want the best of your support, because it's only not negative news that breaks the news. Positive news can as well bring the news. So let it be something that will happen in Ghana, that breaking news will also be positive news, and breaking news will not always be negative news. So thank you so much, the media house that honored us to be here to capture this media launch. We say thank you so much and welcome. So last year's event saw 20 schools that competed, and out of the competition, it was a very tough one, a very exciting one, full of memorable moments, and we really enjoyed ourselves, and all can attest to that fact that it was worth it, because the impact is so great, and it was felt. And thanks be to God, even schools that they attested to the fact that they never had their students over the years going into the top-notch schools and the secondary schools. It happened even for public schools. They had people making it big time in the aggregate. And it was so great. And I'm also happy because when I came to Presec, I met several of the students that made it to Presec. They told me during the quiz competition, when I told them that I was at Presec, they told me they would make it to Presec. And I thank God that the quiz was a motivational factor. It helped them to make it happen. So last year's event, we have Mamprobi EP Basic School as a host, who emerged as the third of the National Horse Athletics Quiz. They took the third place in the National Horse Athletics Quiz competition 2018. Let's give them a round of applause. Also, we had from Vals Preparatory School, Ezekiel Nelson and his colleague. They also represented, and it was their first time, and they did amazing. They took the second place, and they actually sold the name of their school so well. I want to say a big congratulations to Vals Preparatory School for also coming to the very first time, and they made it happen. Then we have
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. From the description he gave, nobody will wonder why they've gotten this far. God bless you. And for the schools here present, we are happy to be a part of it this year. For us at PIC, anything that has to do with the development or the success of anybody at all, especially the young ones, is a priority. For the old ones who are seated here, I do not know who here never used a big pen for his or her examinations. You could be using all kinds of pens the whole term or the whole semester, but when it's time for exams, you reach out for a big pen because that's the one that will not fail. It's a fact. As a company, we've been in Ghana for a while, and then we've been a bit quiet, like the choral subject squeeze has been, but lately you see us doing a lot of things. Anything that has to do with education is of importance to us. Just to brief you on a few things that we're doing lately, we're supporting the National Essay Competition, which is not science and maths. With graphic, we've done the literacy challenge with CTFM, we've done other things with USAID. Last year we gave out 100,000 units of our unique evolution graphite pencils to deprived children who must write their subjects. This year we are still going around and giving out 100,000 free pens, some of which you have received in your hands. So we shared it so I wouldn't have to talk so much about it. And continuously we are trying to improve to help you better manage your reading and writing. Today, we're happy to be here. We missed the opportunity last year, and for all who are seated here, what we have as our hallmark is that once we scrutinize and we touch it, we stay with it. So this year we came quite small, but it's a good start. My brother rightly said, it's not only bad news that should sell. The good ones can also sell if we all come on board to support. So as a company, we have decided to step in this way, and we intend to stay in for the long haul. For the media houses here present, congratulations and thank you very much for supporting this. And by extension, we will want to call on all other media houses to hype, as we say, this particular program as well. For all the pupils from the various schools who are present here, you are ambassadors for your school. So whatever you pick up here, ensure you can share it with your friends. Let's make this program a talking point, and I'm sure that in the next 2-3 years, this will become one of the biggest events in the country. Time is already fast spent. The team from WIC is happy to be here, and we're happy to be working with you, and we want the program to run. Thank you all very much.
So, to add on, I want to say a very big thank you to you, sir, for sharing with us and being part as the sponsors of the 2019 edition of the National Core Subject School. The add-on that we have right here in our midst from RMG Ghana Limited, the sponsors of the 2018 edition of the National Core Subject School, and they rolled on to as well support us in the 2019, and they gave us that promise that they are on to the coming of Christ. So we want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Sylvester Kwame Osei, being the rep from RMG Ghana, who is here right in our midst. And second, we have a way for him. We can do better. He's the sponsor for the 2019 edition. Whatever prize you'll be taking home is from Big Ghana, is from RMG Ghana, so appreciate them. Appreciate them. You can even take selfies with them. Get to appreciate them because they are supporting, they are giving their own money to be there, every the resources needed to make this competition a great competition. So I want to say a very big thank you to Sylvester Kwame Osei for making it happen. So right, we will not waste much time, the time is fast spent. We invite Mr. Sylvester Kwame Osei to deliver a short speech. Tell us why RMG Ghana made it for us in the 2018 edition, and as well as with us for the 2019 edition, with much more better packages. And we say a very big thank you to you for making it happen. Shall we welcome him to the...
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sylvester, and I represent RMG Ghana. RMG is a key partner in Ghana's agricultural narrative because we work with farmers closely in making sure that you have food on your table. RMG provides agricultural inputs to farmers. So when you talk of fertilizer, we are there. We also give farmers hybrid seeds. So the science students will know that we have the raw seeds, and we can enhance the seeds so that it gives much productivity, and then it's robust to weather conditions. We also provide crop protection products like weedicides, pesticides, just so the produce that farmers make would be strong, and then the output would be really massive. Our operations are all over Ghana, so we give these products to distributors and retailers across Ghana, from north to the south. We also work with government under the Planting for Food and Jobs. So government flagship policy of providing food and jobs to people. We are a key partner. And then we also work closely with smallholder farmers. So when you go to the north, there's a smallholder farmer group called Masara Naziki, and they produce maize. We have Cocoa Connect in the Volta region, they produce rice. We have Cocoa Abrabopa Association in Ashanti region, they produce cocoa. So all of these farmers, we work with them, and then we ensure that we give them inputs on credit, and then they pay back with commodities. Now at RMG, because we work with farmers, we also have the welfare of the farmer and the farmer's family at heart. So we know every farmer works hard to feed his or her family and also take care of his or her children. So it's on this premise that RMG hasn't hesitated from the beginning to ensure that we invest in initiatives that bring about education. And it's on this premise that we are interested that this year we promote public education, and we know it's an essential factor to significant impact. We know that if we invest in the education of children, of farmers, they would also grow to become agricultural leaders, and in all, we'll be able to, Ghana will be able to feed itself and export some of these commodities to the outside market. Thank you very much, and we hope to stay. Thank you.
So Mr. Pablo said, it promises to be a wonderful competition, that's for 2019. Because you can think of it, you have the best support, the best sponsors you can think about. It doesn't matter the number of sponsors. What matters is those who really have their heart in it. They have whatever you are doing at heart. They value you, and that's why they are on board. There are several companies in Ghana, as I said, but they choose to come on board. That should tell you that they really value you. You also have to take the quiz competitions seriously, because you don't have to come through. They want to see that what they have put in is actually yielding better results for them. So we want to say a very big thank you to you all as sponsors for the 2019 edition of the National All Subject Quiz competition. We have a number of our guests on their way as well. But right into this, I'd like to invite upstage the organizing committee. How the 2017, 2018 to 2019. You should understand the matter. Do it for them. Do it now. Do it. All right, so even those behind the camera, right here, they are part of the production team. So when you see the videos on YouTube, you should know they have done a great work, put in a lot of effort. coming in every day, 2 contests in a day. In 2017, we had 3 contests in a day. So you can say, and we want to also say a very big thank you to our quiz mistress as part of the organizing committee. She also stands out for the team. She did a great job. And we want to go appreciate for that. Sleepless nights, going through questions, setting questions, planning, setting up. We do everything by ourselves. The setup you see here, we did it by ourselves. And the setups we use, we did it by ourselves over the years. So it should tell you that we're putting in a lot. We put in a lot to make it happen. Even when there was no sponsorship, we still made it happen. It was self-funded. Because we were not thinking of our own self, we were thinking of the future of Africa. The future of Africa must be built by selfless leaders. And every leader is a reader. So we have to build it from the educational aspect. As well, we add creative one, because the talent is very necessary to take it far. As I always tell people, you can see just the size. You can see a musician. A musician meets several dignitaries in life, travels all around, and maybe may or may not go to school. And that brings us to the difference between schooling and education, which will be expounded on when we go later to the event. So we want to use the opportunity to officially declare to all, but I would like to also say on behalf of the organizing committee, we will take that honest to invite our sponsors and their reps, everyone that's present here from Big Ghana, RMG Ghana to come upstate with us as we officially declare the 2019, the theme for the 2019 edition. Can we do it together? Ghana together. So I said right after we declare that we will come out with the marketing committee for the 2019 edition, the previous edition of the junior high school, the other national subject quiz for junior high school. Even though the president of Ghana and the Minister of Education is in New York, want to say on behalf of them all, because they see what is going on. I tell you, on social media you see the celebrities comment, they know what's going on. They may not be here, but they know what's going on. So on behalf of all leaders who cherish this nation, we want to say we unveil for today the 2019 edition of the National Sports Subject Quiz right into the launch. The theme, which is public education, an essential factor for significant impact, growth, and development of Ghana. Thank you so much. As we officially the national anthem. We're fighting for growth and development of our nation, Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah did a lot for society. Even though many don't want to accept the very fact, we are still using the dam, we are still using the motorway. Even now that we pay toll, we still have motorway, but there is no way. Because that way is really killing people. It doesn't lead to anywhere. We should tell you that Kwame Nkrumah made a great investment. Kwame Nkrumah made it happen. If we can be that people, even though we can take money we want to take, but money is allocated for the special project, let's ensure that it's done and we can spend the rest after. So far as we meet the need of the society. Make sure the need of the society is met first. That is why we always say love isn't self-centered. The reason we chose public education, an essential factor for significant impact, growth and development of our country, Ghana. Why do we say so? There is a difference between schooling and education. One can go to school and not be educated. Another one can be at home and be educated. Because it takes the mindset, the thought processes of the person being changed, the impact that has been made on the person. It takes the person, how much he or she is work by gaining knowledge from people who are high-profile personnel in society, who are inspiring, because not every high-profile personnel in society, not every celebrity is inspiring. So it really takes how well you make yourself, because you are your own product. You are your own person. Your mind is a spiritual tool. It is a very vital tool. It's a very delicate tool. It matters what you let in. It matters what you take in. It means when someone shares negative stuff with you, you don't take it. You buy it out of your mind. But when they share the good ones with you, knowing who you are and who you want to become, you actually think on the right thoughts and make it happen. So it tells you that it matters the kind of people you surround yourself with. Because the Bible tells us clearly that bad company corrupts. Bad company corrupts. So we are all here. So we want to maintain the good morals of the land. And we know that one thing we want to project this year is public education. We have been to several schools for several school tours. We have had motivational sessions. We have had mentorship sessions. We've had top people in society to come to your schools to talk to you. At seminars, we had mentorship programs, even after the 2017 edition, after the 2018 edition. And we keep track of what we are doing because we know it is not for ourselves, it is for the best of Ghana. And we have to maintain that life together. We have to come together. We have to maintain that brotherhood, that family, we have to build it together. That there will be no selfishness amidst us. There will be no backbiting amidst us. There will be no hating of one another amidst us. And we will make it happen. So, public education and the essential factor for significant impact for growth and development in Ghana is what we seek to do this year, and we will continue to do even as we unveil many more things for the year. We will continue to do what we have to do, and we'll make it happen. So, as I said earlier, schooling and education are two different things. And why are you supposed to add a talent? Why are you supposed to harness your talent? Why are you supposed to develop your talent, as I said? People go places, even though they have degrees. Some are professors, but they've never met the president before. But we have musicians that have met the president. We have several other actors, actresses. We have, dramatists. We have poets that have met the president, that have met top-notch ministers. Big profile people in society that have had world tours. And we have people going through the school system without actually attaining something precious that they really want to get. That is the pressure we have for society now. That many people are resorting to the negative to make it happen. I always say, going a negative way, it's easier to make it happen. But after you make it, it's the deadliest thing you have ever made in your life. But when you go through the tough times to make it happen the genuine way, it is everlasting. You enjoy it very well. So at this point in time, I want to say a very big thank you to one of our guests that also joined, Miss Mercy Asamoah, who is the second supervisor for Belimbe District. She was our special guest for the 2018 edition of the National Sports Association. And she's here with you. She tells you that she's from Ghana, she's selfless about everything, and she wants to give her best to support. So very soon, we'll be hearing from one of our guests that is here that will enlighten us, give us in-depth knowledge about why we need to take our talent seriously when we are even in the educational system. She is in the person of Miss Stephanie Benson. She's here today to be sharing us briefly why we need to take our talent seriously. So a brief profile of Stephanie Benson is she has been declared in Ghana as the queen of jazz. She's very creative, she's very exciting. She's a lovely woman that has everything that is good at heart. She gives liberally, she gives freely, and she values everyone in society. She has a busy schedule as well, but when we invited her, she didn't even hesitate to say, I'll check my schedule and get back to you. She said, yes, I'm coming over, and she's here today. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you so much, guys. So, if you're ready, I want to say we welcome you up to share with us briefly what you have for us for today. Why we need to harness our talent, why we need to add our talent to our educational system. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Before I say anything, all I want to say say to everybody is just a quick song. Dear Lord, I know I'm not perfect. I lie to myself that I'm full of conviction. I'm trying hard to be an angel, a shining star. I know that I'm able. If I listen, I'll hear your direction. I ask to be under your protection. I know your love is unconditional. I know I've got to be your miracle. I love you. You are my Alpha and Omega. Well, I wrote that song. I wrote that song when I was going through cancer about 3 years ago. And, sometimes when you're going through any hardship, you tend to put your words on paper. And I did that, and while I was in the hospital, I have a studio in my home, and I recorded this with my children. Now, let me start from the beginning. My name is Stephanie Benson. I'm a singer, songwriter, performer, a mother, a wife, a professional pain in the backside, because I'm very creative. Now, I always think outside the box, because when I was growing up, my father was a professional pianist, and he was also a pharmacist. In fact, he was the very first pharmacist in Ghana. He started APC, Art and Drug Manufacturing. And I remember growing up, I used to be I cried a lot. I like crying because I had so much energy. So if things didn't go my way, I'd be screaming. And of course, and the others will try to calm me. You know my sister, Chrissy Japan, right? She should be here, but she's not here right now. They would try to calm me, but the only thing that would calm me would be when my father would sit me with him on the piano and play. So from the age of 3, I was playing the piano, and I left this country to go to the UK when I was 14. I haven't been back since. Now, when I was away, I realized that everybody was a lot happier when they were around. In the UK, people would say hello to you. But over here, sometimes, people are a little bit introverted. And that's only because of how maybe parents bring you up. You have to watch yourself. You have to know how to, behave when parents, other people around are older. I understand that. I'm like that. But also, what you need to teach your children is self-expression. With respect, of course. You always have to have respect. Now, if I have something to say, it's how I would say it. And then, also growing up, I did ballet. So how I would stand, how I would communicate, how I'd look you in the eye, and how I would just generally be with people. That would show etiquette. Now, I think, as far as I'm concerned, when you go to school, the one thing that's very important is how you move. If you see some of these young girls, they move around with their head down and a little bit shy. I can see from that young lady, she's a little shy, I may pull you up, don't worry. But sometimes you look down, sometimes your posture is down. And the best way to learn how to be, as a young lady, I can only speak as to the young ladies, is ballet. I know you don't do ballet in this country. So posture and look and confidence comes from how you know your body. So sometimes you should be able to look at yourself in the mirror, appreciate who you are, look at it, really look at your body. When I say look at your body, you have to be naked sometimes. It's okay, we all have the same things, it's fine. And stand in the mirror and appreciate what you're seeing. I know they're smiling, this is exactly what I mean. The girls are scared, they think, oh my God, I can't look at myself in the mirror. Because, just look at what you have. Appreciate it. Don't criticize, because everybody's different. God made you the way you are. Now, the way I am, I have so many imperfections. But when you look at me, all you see is somebody who is a little refined, gets a certain way. I know I'm a little naughty when it comes to dressing. That's because I'm so creative. My brain just functions a little faster than most, because I know what I want, and I dress according to my mood. So sometimes you'll see me like really over the top, and the other times you'll see me, a little naughty. And that's because that's how I feel. It's not because I'm trying to get your attention. That's not what it is. Now, I've started many businesses. Now, the way that I make them work is because I'm creative. It's like I started a chocolate factory, and I realized that there are other chocolate factories around. So what I would do is, in my window, I would do an amazing display of different, like teddy bears and having a picnic and, some, I don't know, pig flying or something please, where people would stop and look at the window and then come in. So that became really successful. I was applying to almost every hotel and restaurants in the Kent area. So what I always encourage a lot of the young ladies and men to do is understand yourself. Please pick something that you love to do. It doesn't have to be art. It could be reading. It could be sports. It could be, I don't know, sewing. Just something else. Now, I know I'm talking a lot because I like to do that. I have 5 children, so I talk too much. But let me tell you with my children, my oldest was discovered to be a singer and walking down the street one day. Now, I've always wanted her to be a singer. They all did ballet, they all did drama, they all did poetry, even the boys. My 2 boys, I should have shown you a video of my son doing ballet. He's standing there like, and you guys will think, oh my God, that's so sissy. It's not. Because what it did is taught to posture. It taught them how to talk to people, confidence, how to relate to women, and how to give respect, because when you appreciate what a woman goes through, it's really important. So my daughter was discovered, but she was in university at the time. So she came to me and said, Mom, I've just been offered this amazing contract, £250,000. I want to take it. I said, no, in university, if they want you, they'll wait. And they did wait, 3 years. She finished. And now she's one of the most successful female, their band, the 3 girls. In the UK, they've had 10 top 10 hits in the UK. She's doing very well. And you know what she's decided to do? She's gone back to doing business, what she went to university for. She doesn't want to sing anymore. But you have to have something else outside of your talent, always. Some people give up, the school to go and do, singing or rapping or whatever it is you want to do, and they have no background. And usually, so most of the creative people are dyslexic as well, so they give up on their studies because they're not taught how to manage the dyslexia so much. So then they go into talent and they lose a lot of money because they don't understand how to make money from talent. Just going out and showing people, your talent and then moving on, worrying where that money is going to go is the worst thing you could do. I have an accountant, he gives me an allowance. So I get a monthly allowance and I have to make it work. And I've met all kinds of people. I've met the Prince of England, I've met Prince Harry and all of those people. And when you watch the way they are so humble. If you saw them, you would never imagine that this man is the man you see on TV. Because he's wearing wellies, he's wearing some patty little, trousers or something. But these people are wealthy people. You don't have to float your wealth to people. That's a sign of uneducation. A little bit of, I don't know, it's just ridiculous. So you need to know how to manage your money. There's no reason to be out there all the time. You understand what I'm saying, right, guys and girls? Young man, come right here. Come here. You come. Don't be shy. Okay, you come here. Give him your hand. What's your name? Yes, Mohammed. What do you do? What are you studying? What are you studying? Which tree? And I was in February. Okay. What are you studying? Maths, English? Oh, all of it. So just name them. Maths, English, social studies, social studies, science, French, ICT, UC Maths. Tu parles français? Très bien? No? Okay. You see social studies. Now, social studies, what do you do in social studies. You know what that means, right?
Geography. No.
Social studies. What do you do in social studies?
Geography.
So social studies means geography? No, you know that. Social studies is really just about people. Hold my hand. It's about people. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to make him feel uncomfortable. I'm trying to get him out of his skin. Just so he can relax a little bit. This is some of the things I like to do with my girls, you know? Just get him out of his skin a little bit. Just relax, look me in the eye, and be okay. You know? And come on, you can put your arm around me, it's okay. Yeah. I need you to relax. Just so you can see, it's not so deep. It's alright. It's alright, isn't it? It's coming up. That's amazing. You know, that's how you give confidence to young people. Just by letting them relax a little bit. It's really important. Well, thank you for having me here. I hope you learned a little something from what I have to say. Have a wonderful day, and thanks again.
Thank you, Mr. Bonnie Benson, for making it happen, for coming over to inspire this young woman, for sharing with them key things that will propel them in life. I want to say a very big thank you. Alright, so we also have in our midst, as I introduced earlier, Miss Mercy Asamoah, the Security Supervisor for the Lincoln District. So we want to quickly invite her on board to share with us a very inspiring piece briefly, then we'll continue on with the next session.
For the first time when we met at Hippie Church, it was a special thing. But I'll start with a story. How I came to know Albert. I remember there was a day, a lady came to sit in front of me. She needed something. And I looked at her and said, I know you. I've seen you on there. Yeah, you're on TV. Yeah, you are in charge of the Brilla. I said, yes. Good. I am so happy meeting you. Because my wish is that it happens to the basic school. I said, no, you don't need to worry. That's not a problem for me. I'll make it happen for you. So just a few days later, Albert came to my office and said, she says, you should come and see me. What am I talking about? And then she said, oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy about it. So last 2 years, that was the first edition, I was part of it. And I was really happy. Unfortunately, last year I couldn't take part because during that time we had an assignment program. And the second supervisor, as you said. So I'm educationist. And I'm very happy when I see students together, especially to bring out their talents in them and to talk about knowledge. Last year, there was this unfortunate thing that happened. Most of the students had the opportunity to enter the second cycle, even though they were not qualified. We didn't like it that way. Most of the children, you call them to study, to tell you, even those who had 50, I mean 50 were able to enter the second cycle. But we are talking about talent. We are talking about wisdom. We are talking about knowledge. That is the most important thing. If you can't bring your talents in you, to me, talent is wisdom. It's a matter of knowledge. You cannot produce something that you don't have. So I'm sure this year, and I'm happy. When we started at first, I said, I hope this is not going to be a 9-day wonder. And I'm happy that for 2-3 years, it is still happening. I'm really happy about it. Those children who were able to join it and were able to take part in the quiz, I I realized those children did very well in their BEC. They came out not only as a student, but they came out, their answers that were, some of them had the opportunity to be part of when we met, we met some of them, we interviewed them, and I realized they were very good. I realized they were also able to come to their self as Mrs. Benson said it. They quelled out, were able to be themselves, the opportunity to stand on stage. So it is not only about you, physically, morally, I'll say everything, and it's good. My wish is to see more of the public schools also in. But unfortunately in Ghana, it is only in Ghana that we have parents and other people, stakeholders, running to the public schools when they are in the second cycle and the university, tertiary schools. In the basic level, we don't see the basic schools, the public schools. My wish is next time, we should make also that happen. The first time I was able to bring some of them on board, and I hope to do that as time goes on. I wish you all the best, and I wish to see more of this. Thank you.
So in the next 10-15 minutes, we should be closing and leaving because we have to balance and we feel the heat so that we'll go back to prepare the 2 weeks duration to face one another to prove to all that we really have this happening. But ahead of time, I want to briefly tell you all that right after this, we'll be having Miss Adubia from USA to share with us, a rep from USA to share with us briefly on the topic. And all schools, before we do the balloting, I want you to have this in mind. Newer schools are coming on board, older schools are in the system. But one thing you should know is that be inspired. In as much as you come on board, you contest and you don't make it to the next level, it doesn't mean you are a failure. Because always, I make this known to people, being first in class does not guarantee you being first in life. And being last in class does not guarantee that you'll be last in life. So take things seriously. It's an exposure, it's a step up. So it's a step up to also make you step up your game. But it's not to say that you go back home to relax and not step. Make sure that as you are coming to be the best, even amongst the best, and make things happen. And never be discouraged. And never say to a school because you defeated a school that school is a cheap school and that school is not worth it. We are all fighting a race. We are all running a race, sorry. And as we are running the race, maybe my seasons and time didn't meet your seasons and time. But if you get to a season and a time, we'll also beat you. And that is what happened. So today you might be a champion, and tomorrow you fade out. But it will take how diligent you are, and how consistent you are in self-investing, that will make you stand out as a reigning champion for life. So that is one thing this spring has assured us that they are champions and they will be reigning champions. But we also stand aside with other schools that are coming on board, that you are emerging champions, and we'll have a great time for the 2019 edition. Soon we'll be having the balloting, and before that session, before that segment, we'd like to invite Mr. Adubia, a rep from USA, to share with us briefly. Thank you.
Morning. I know we are tired. We've been here for a very long time. But let's have a bit of energy, okay? I work for the United Nations Population Fund. So how many of us know United Nations? So I can see hands over here, confident. And I can see a confident hand over there. And I can see some small hands like this around the yellow. Which school is that? Shout it. Sunflower. Okay. So Sunflower knows about United Nations. And then some other people know about United Nations. So United Nations is, and I'll just say it in general before I come to our agency. And before that, my name is Akosua Japan. I normally don't use the Adubia because a middle name. So United Nations is a development institution or agency, and it's the largest in the world. Okay, so you know about Kofi Annan, right? So we know how much Kofi Annan impacted the world in the United Nations, correct? So we have some people over here who want to be Kofi Annan in the future. Really? Sure? That's my dream as well. So at the United Nations, I am a youth fellow. So I'm a fellow with the United Nations Population Fund, and it's the Sexual and Reproductive Health Agency within the UN. So what we do a lot with young people like you, adolescents. And I would like to give a whole lecture on sexual and reproductive health and rights, but I won't do that today. Maybe another time. But I just want to have a very quick 5-minute honest conversation with everyone seated here. Am I allowed? All right. So I used to lead Jama in my school. So when I don't hear people say like really energetic yeses, it really worries me. We know Jama, so I used to lead Jama in Holy Child School. That was the senior high school that I went to. And I'll lead the Jama, and I was a school prefect as well. And I read home economics. Do we have any home economics students here? Where are you? Wave your hands proudly. So when I started doing, and I'm going to talk about senior high school because it's not too long ago for me, I'm just going to. So when I decided to, in fact I didn't decide, I took my mom to pick any course for me, and she picked home economics for me to go and do. And so when I went to senior high school, and a lot of people were doing science and math, people said, well, these were the intelligent ones, and we still hear it sometimes, right? And then they would say that the home economics girls, because we're mostly girls, were not serious. We hear that too, correct? I don't know, it's kind of a symptom that runs across. They feel that we are not that intelligent. So I did home economics, and I really didn't mind whatever anybody else thought about it. Because for me, it was a course I was doing, and I was going to do it very well, with all the tools known in the world, and do it confidently and excel. So I did chemistry, and I beat the science students in chemistry. And I did economics, and I beat the business students in economics. And then I went to University of Ghana. That's a good place to start, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not saying this because I feel that I'm not boasting about it, but it's essentially a good lesson for all of us. And this is why this particular quiz is important. It's essentially to say that every single subject is important. And that is to say every single person seated here today is important. We get it? Every single person seated over here is important. And I don't know what the briefing you were given before you came here, but I do hope that while you are here, while you are taking part in all of these quizzes, you have at the back of your mind that you are going to learn, you are going to network, and you are going to excel. And I will chip in a bit of reproductive health, because at the stage that we all got so excited when Mr. Benson actually asked someone the young gentleman over here to put his hands, to just put, his hands around here. And we all got so excited, we were shouting, what were we shouting? I mean, he was just putting his arms around, but we all got so excited. Not so. And so when we go to our mixed schools, and we see boys and girls pairing up, being together, and then putting their hands around each other, then they could do something, right? That they are what? That they are what? They are what? They are couples. Hey! But sometimes we want to keep quiet about it, but it's important that we talk about it, right? So I'm sure we're familiar with the phrase that young people are the future. But I dare say that we are now. We are the present. We are here. we are now. And whatever you do now determines what your future will look like. So it's important that you take certain things seriously. If you're going to build a better future for yourself, there are certain sacrifices you would have to make. And if you're in a mixed school, some boys will say that you are too low. Because we've gotten to that place where our hormones are doing certain things in our bodies and we are feeling some way. And we are so curious at this point. Am I lying? You guys are saying yes, I'm lying. I'm not lying. We are curious and we want to explore, we want to do so many things and we want to try this and try that. And we want to know what French kissing is, not so. And so what God is telling the brothers, it excites us when Aima, I don't know the latest one, but I do remember Aima. When Aima is kissing whoever, and we're so excited about it. But if you don't manage that well, if you don't manage this stage of your life very well, and in a very healthy manner, you might not have the future that you want to build for yourself. You might not necessarily get to that point where you are the future of the country. And Albert keeps on mentioning and saying that we have to fight for the development of Ghana. Really, we really need to sit up about our attitudes and sit up about our behavior and our character. And we have to begin to appreciate who we are and what we have. Girls, you're not beautiful because a boy says so. You're beautiful because you're beautiful. And they'll say you're too known, but you're beautiful. So when I was in Lagos, when I'm walking, I model, right? And I suck my tummy in. And I have all this confidence and flair in the world, right? And people have a problem with it. But that's me. And that should be you. And you should embody it. And boys, you are not a man because you are able to have 2 or 3 girlfriends. It doesn't happen that way. You are a boy. You are a man because, well, that is who God created you to be. The difference between a boy or a girl is not how many babies she's able to make in future, or how beautiful she is, or how she's able to develop the curves and whatnot. The only defining factor between you and boys is really your reproductive organ. And I dare say it, boys have penises and girls have vaginas. That is the difference. It should be there. You are not different from them because they have a different intelligence or intelligence quotient. You are both made in the image and likeness of what? Of God, right? Or in whatever creator you believe in. And so, if you're going to really make the most out of this 4-subject quiz, if you're going to make the most out of your life in school, you have to identify the fact that you are not something because of someone. And boys, there will be chances, and girls, there will be chances to do all this exploration and things, but for now, your books, your social networks, your talents, this is your life. Because when I was sitting at the back there, I saw you guys come in, I'm like, these people are this is the most exciting part of your life. Honestly. And that's coming from you who is 22. Like, I'm not seeing the world like enough of it yet. But I can tell you that this is the most exciting part. Embrace it, embrace this time, embrace all that you're being learned, embrace you're being taught, embrace the guidance. Because it's really shaping you for a formidable future. And you're not being groomed, once again, you're not being groomed to be leaders here alone. You're being groomed to be a global contender. So once you're learning your math here, and I don't see anyone taking notes, but it will be good for you to put it down. That is why Vic is telling you to write your success. This is part of writing your success. You are not only contending with people here for WAEC or WASI or whatever. People are writing GRE and English proficiencies and all these other kinds of tests. And you have young people your age who are in other places who are innovating and doing amazing things. We might not have the same resources, but I dare say that if you put in the commitment, if you know that it's not time to do certain things, and if you put in the passion and determination, there is nobody can beat you because of where you are coming from. I'll finish this up by telling you, I was born in Zamamalan. Does any of you know Zamamalan? So it's a cousin to Jamestown, and it's a sister to Choco, and it's right around the corner of Sukura. And I did not see anything beautiful. Like that place, there's nothing beautiful. This morning, I saw like rats in the gutter. But then that does not take away from my person. And I never made it take away from my person. I went to Bishop Bowers School, I went to Edward Montessori, and you go and you see these rich kids and things like that wearing their new shoes. I had like 1 or 2 shoes that I wear out, but I was still too known. If I see me, I'm still too known. See the way I move my hand. Because I embrace myself. And when you embrace yourself and you know who you are, this person said at the beginning, you know your talents and what you have, there is nothing nobody will say to you that will denigrate you and denigrate who you are. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll end it here because they're calling me to come back to the office. But I'd love to meet you again. And I tell you, if you put in the hard work and determination and tell yourself that I'm not doing certain things, I am sacrificing all of them, and I am focusing. In 10 years to come, in 15 years to come, we will have Kofi Annans from this place. We will have Akufo-Addos from this place. And I'm a feminist, so we will have Sterling Johnson from this place. I always miss her name. But then we will have women presidents, we will have pilots, we will have amazing people. So boys and girls, I'll end here, but then be focused. Thank you.
Share with us this interesting topic. We have from RMG today, they came over with a special package. All teachers that are here today, they came with a calendar for you. That's to take something nice to take home today. So we'll be having the balloting. Right here. So I want to take this opportunity to welcome all teachers of the school that are present here right in front so that we can have the balloting. Right after the rep of RMG will be presented, you all the package we have for you. So can we all be on stage right now? So if we can have all the schools here, the teachers from the schools right here. And can we have the team for the balloting, please? The balloting.
After balloting, the pieces will be placed outside, will be posted outside, so we will get out to. And after this, RMG, a sponsor, yes, wants to get some calendars to the teachers. Yes, so the rep from RMG will be here to present it to you.
so right away we'll be calling the Reverend to present to you special packages they have for today. Then, right after the session for today, the parents will display right at the back of the hall. So you know the schools you are matching with. Thank you so much for coming for today. So right, we'll be having it right here. So can we welcome the Reverend Ghana to present the special package to teachers. And here is something special for us. So now. Briefly, you want to say something?
Okay, so basically we have something for everyone here. We believe that as you do it, you should headmaster's office or wherever you decide to go to. We hope that it reminds you
So, this one of them. So, something. Alright, so, on behalf of the whole teachers, we've presented to settle and make maximum use of time. So, all the teachers we just have it quickly. Thank you so much. We have you so you can guess. Thank you so much. To share with us a special topic briefly, and she's in our midst today, so without wasting much time, at the same time she'll be coming right on set to share with us briefly what she has for us today. Then we'll be having our closing remarks to cut everything short. Our main lecture will go on during the main quiz competition. We'll be having special segments with our main. That's our special guest. He's been caught up in a quick meeting with the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana. So we'll permit that for today. Then we'll be having a specific lecture while we have several contests on this way. So with a round of applause, let's welcome Miss Tima. It's rather unfortunate we are not letting her sit. So she'll take over right after, and in the next few minutes, we'll be having our closing remarks from our chairman for today, our chairperson, Reverend Erasmus Mensah, and I. Once again, we say thank you for being here with us. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. Hello. Hello. I'm so happy to be here. Are you happy? Okay, so what I want to share with you, I'll make it very brief and simple. Do you know that when I went to secondary school, I failed in maths? Yes, I had an F in maths, and I had to write like 4 times before I got it. And I don't want you to be in that situation I was in. You have to know that EMS, meaning English, Maths, and Science. No matter what you do, you can't do away with one. When I was in school, I was learning more of English. I wanted to be a journalist all my life. So I was like, okay, math is not important. I was making a very big mistake in my life. Because you can never go through the basic education, the secondary education, and fail in maths, and go to the university with a science and an English. It doesn't work like that. I just want you to take your studies very serious and make sure if it's English, math, and science you're learning, you have to learn all and make sure you pass all. You can't do away with one. Do you get me? Yes, I don't want you to be in that situation. It was very horrible. At a point, I thought the YN had my name written on the wall. So anytime I write, they give it to me. I was learning so hard, I wasn't getting it. Meanwhile, when I was way back in secondary school, if I had learned it once and for all, I wouldn't have been struggling. Do Do you get it? You don't have to. You don't have to waste your time when it comes to that. No resitting. Make sure you pass once and for all. And that is the main reason why you have to take your studies very, very, very serious. And you need to have a focus in life. At this point in your life, you have to know what you want to become when you're out of school. What is life after school? It's very important. So now all we need from you is to learn hard. Any other thing is a bonus. You don't have to concentrate on it. No boyfriend, no girlfriend. Yes, I mean it. Don't involve yourself in any amorous relationships. It's not going to take you anywhere. The boyfriend that you're dating now will not marry you, trust me. They are just lying to you. They won't marry you. Do you get me? So forget about that and concentrate on your studies. All the time you spend writing all those love letters, you are wasting it. You need to make sure you learn and pass out well. I'm very, very particular about that because I'm a victim of it. When I was in secondary school, as I said, all I knew, I was so much into entertainment. Aside that, I was learning though, but as I said, I wasn't taking my mathematics seriously because I felt like, oh, as a journalist, what am I going to calculate? Yes, but I needed it in one way or the other. It cost me a lot. It wasted my time at some point, but God being so good, I came to. Maybe you wouldn't be able to. That is why I am really entreating all of you to take your studies very, very seriously. I am so proud of each and every one of you, and make sure that you pray. There's no life without God. It is God you serve. Take Him very seriously. Anywhere I go, I make sure I empower the youth. Whatever you do, you need to add God to it, and it will be successful. And don't say if you pray, God will make you pass. No. God won't make you pass if you've not learned it. You need to learn. You pray and you go and write the exam. Because at the end of the day, when it's so casual, God won't come down to write it for you. You have to write it yourself. You just need God's strength to gather your courage and write your exam. I believe everybody will come out to flying colors. Which of you are in the final year again? Are you afraid to raise up your hand? I hope you are learning though. Are you sure? Look at me, are you sure? Okay, so I want to see you guys one day standing on podiums like this, empowering the youth. I am so proud of each and every one of you, and very soon I'll be having a high school tour, and I'll make sure I'll come to your schools personally to have a chit chat. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm proud of this place, and I'm proud to be a part of it. Thank you.
Names of the schools, and then the other schools they are tested with, I mean the parent that we just did. We have Victoria Memorial. They are paired with Unique Child International School. So kindly take note. But after that, we'll post it behind so that you can get a bit further. We also have Mercy Schools paired with Rising Star, and then we have Whitney Banks paired with Fediaku Memorial. We also have Mystical Rose paired with Mamfi Apostolic. And then we have Winston International paired with Little Shepherd. And we have University Junior High, that's UCC, the Junior High School for University of Cape Coast, paired with Bethel Preparatory. They are from Somania. And then we also have Silver Global Preparatory paired with Disciplined Child. And we have Rima Preparatory, also paired with Comfort Sunflower International. And we have Bethel Hill paired with Star of Swimming Schools. So these are the pairing. But after the program, we'll show it at the back so that you can all have a look at it.
Alright, so we have in our midst a past student and a past contestant. This is the final one. I'm just getting them amongst us. So we have AJ and Henry in our midst. AJ, give us a wave. Come forward. Then we have Gerald Forty. Who is here. Nelson Nikadi, who is also second now. He's right here. We have Usu Benjamin, who is in present also. Usu Benjamin. That's Henry's from EP Basic School, Mantobi. Nelson and Gerard are from Vows Preparatory School. So you can see them out there. Right? You can see them. So they did very well. They were second. And we have Olusi Benjamin from the winning school. They won in 2017. 2017. So it's also right in 2017. So you can see for yourself what the team is producing. It's a true reflection of what they have at time. So it tells you that those who want to come to Presec is possible. If you want to go to Achimota, it's possible. Want to go to every school you want to go to, it's possible. And mostly too, it's not about the school you go to. It's about who you are in that school that you went to. You invested in yourself where you are. Because every school has a teacher that's best, who sacrificed to make you the best as well. So yield to the training, go through the process and make it happen. Thank you so much for turning out and gracing the occasion as well. God bless you. So finally, we want to take our chairperson's remarks. Then we take our closing prayer, vote of thanks, closing prayer for the day. Shall we welcome with a round of applause? Reverend
Today has been very good, and I'm very happy about what we have seen. A quick comment on the theme, public education. I think that if all of us will get ourselves involved in public education, educating the public, will move forward. So the theme is very, very relevant. And if we at this level are educated about what we need to do for our nation to go on, I think we will be making strides, especially on sanitation and the way we carry ourselves. What do we do with the rubbish that we generate? We throw it anywhere, or we recycle, we put it properly and keep the environment clean, and a whole lot of factors. I think that is what I've been reflecting on this morning. But coming to the quiz itself, I think it's a very, very, very important program that we have gone through and which have been initiated for schools. I hear of so many private schools. The question that was going on in my mind is, where are the public schools? Because when it comes to BC, core subjects and things, there is public uproar about the non-performing public schools. And I think that this is the time the public schools need to enroll on this program to encourage them to come up. So there is a need that we broaden the scope and we get many public schools to be on the program. There's also the need for sponsorship. I doff my heart for those sponsors who are making it possible for this program to come up, and I pray that we have more sponsors and to give this program a real national character. When we have the public schools, we have the private schools, we all build for the future. I know somebody will come and give the thanks, but I want to congratulate in advance those who were paired. And I want to encourage the students to work hard and make sure that the school that defended it will not have it again. Not because of anything, but it tells that we are working hard and we are moving on. So work hard and it is possible. And those of you in Form 3, I want to also urge you on to work harder. You saw some of the friends who were once with you are now in the senior high schools. So we want to welcome all of you in final year to senior high schools come September to work hard and get rid of things that will take you off your track and so you can focus. But to the schools that are going to participate, I also want to urge the teachers to prepare them very well so that they will give a good account of themselves at the competition. And the Lord will bless all of us. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for supporting me to chair this function to be successful, and God bless all of you.
Hello, please. Shortly from the team. Good presentation from the team. So on behalf of the team, we want to say for our chairperson today, as I told you earlier, he's the busiest person you can find on campus as well. He's a reverend minister, resident pastor, a chemistry teacher, and does a whole lot for the school. Head of chaplaincy, everything. So you can see that today he spent his whole day with us. I want to say a very big thank you. We can't thank him enough, but let's give him a huge round of applause. Alright, so we take quickly the vote of thanks from our quiz mistress, who you'll be meeting on set for the 2019 edition of the National Core Subject Quiz. When you watch the previous pictures, you see the reaction from certain students, the kind of eye they give her. It's like this young lady is really worrying us on set. But you see much more for the 2019 edition because the questions are taking a different face. So do not go back and sleep. Do not go back and watch the videos on YouTube and think it is copy and paste. It will swell you like wine upon. So do all to stay well and make it happen. So let's take the vote of thanks, then the closing prayer.
So before I give the vote of thanks, I just want to say something short. The third edition for the National Core Subjects Quiz, we've already heard from Albert that it's going to take another phase, it's going to take another level. But then I'd like to encourage all teachers, all students, and even parents. Make sure you support the contestants who will be coming on stage. Make sure you support every student who will be appearing at the center where we'll be having the quiz. Just make sure you give the very best you can to them so that at the end of the day, we can have beautiful contests. Thank you. So first of all, our thanks goes to the Almighty God for a successful lunch and even for a successful program in advance. Secondly, we would like to thank our chairperson for making time to come here and be with us, to spend the whole day with us. Also, to all our guest speakers, we are very grateful for being here. Thank you so much for the words you've imparted into our lives, for everything you've shared to us. We are so much grateful. And also to our media partners and the media who were here to cover the event. We want to say we are very grateful and we hope to have you on board even as the years go on. Also to the teachers who were present, to the schools that were here, we are very, very grateful to you all. Thank you all so much. And to everyone else, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the National Core Subjects Quiz.
I want to say a very big thank you to our chairperson. All the guests that came through, the guests that turned out, by the time we didn't favor them, so we had to leave. We apologize as well. Those who stayed to make it up with us, we also say thank you so much. And we promise the next time we have the launch, we'll all be on time so that we'll have a feel of all the guests who will pass through. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you so much, honorable guests and our special guests. Thank you so much, esteemed teachers and head teachers. Thank you, students. Thank you, guests who came around, friends and family. Everyone that came around, we say a very big thank you to you. So in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we pray. Father, we thank you, we bless your holy name, we exalt your name, we magnify your name, we lift your name on high for a very successful event today. We thank you for in as much as we're going, everything we've had here, we'll take it to work, and we'll invest in ourselves more, and join hands, minds, and strength together to build our nation. Knowing verily that Ghana will be great again, and Africa will rise and shine again. We thank you, Lord, we bless your holy name for you, O Lord Christ, that made unto us wisdom. We have the mind of Christ, and therefore we think the right thoughts, and we execute the right acts in the name of Jesus. That our steps are ordered every day of our lives, and none of our steps shall slide. No weapon fashioned against us shall ever prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against us in judgment is condemned in the name of Jesus. We thank you, for we are guided and protected, we are sheltered and shielded from wicked and unreasonable men. But we are guided and sheltered in you, God Almighty. You are our rock, a solid rock upon which we stand. We are firm, we are anchored in you forevermore. We thank you, we bless your holy name, that we will excel in every good thing we do. We will excel like never before, and we will go far ahead of everyone that despises us, that they will come back and listen to the wisdom that you, O Lord, has blessed us with. Thank you, precious Spirit of God. Thank you, Father, for the guests, the special guests, the chairperson, the teachers, and everyone that came to grace this occasion, the sponsors, and everyone, oh Lord, that you grant them the grace to go back, not only to have genuine mercies, but they have your grace to excel in every endeavor of theirs. For spending their time with us, we thank you for their time will be productive, and even when they be left behind, when they go, they'll have excellent results for even doing it late. We thank you, Lord, for answering prayer in Jesus' name. We pray with thanksgiving. Amen. We thank you all for coming over, and we'll be having the quiz competition starting on Monday, the 15th of April at Mambobi Church Basic School, and they continue on and on. So